Hello and welcome to São Paulo, a city where people love motorsports. We are at José Carlos Passes circuit, known worldwide as Interlagos, home of the Formula 1 Brazilian Grand Prix with its 4,309 meters and 11 turns run counterclockwise. On Saturday, we saw a heartbreaking end in the Carrera Cup race when Christian Ham, with a fuel pump problem, had to give away his first position after leading from the start. Pedro Aguiar got the victory, followed by Marçal Miller and Miguel Paludo. In Sprint Challenge, we witnessed an incredible Caio Castro moving from 10th in the grid to finish first in a race full of incidents. So, prepare yourself for two more races today, each of 25 minutes plus one lap, to wrap up the third round of Porsche Cup C6 Bank Mastercard 2022 with me, Sergio Lago, and Gustavo Faldon. Hello, Gustavo, welcome, and we have very different conditions today on Sunday, but ready for two more great races.
Good morning, Sergio. Good morning to all racing fans around the world. Yes, today there is sunshine. It's cold. It's almost winter time here, but there is sunshine. So a beautiful racing weather at this beautiful racetrack, the home of motorsports here in Brazil. And the crowd is very excited. A lot of people coming out to the racetrack today to see these beautiful cars and these amazing races here at Interlagos. And Sergio, I'll tell you what, after yesterday's both races, it will be a very tough act to follow because both races in the Sprint Challenge and in the Carrera Cup were amazing, exciting races. But I'll tell you what, I think that the drivers today will make sure that we are entertained here.
Yes, for sure. We see there Marçal Miller. He went to the podium in all the 7 races that we had so far, the 5 races we had so far, and he leads the championship with 92 points. Yesterday was a great day for him, Gustavo, because now he's 8 points ahead of Christian Ham. Christian Ham, who led the race most of the time, he had that fuel pump problem at the very end, and the victory went to this driver here, Pedro Aguiar. But with this, Christian Ham lost precious points, but I'm sure, Gustavo, he will battle today to recuperate some of the difference he lost yesterday to Marçal Miller.
Yeah, for sure, Sergio. And we can expect also, you better watch out for Enzo Elias because he had such an amazing race yesterday. He finished 6th. He started 11th, finished 6th, did an amazing overtake and on Miguel Paludo, I guess. I don't remember quite surely. And now he's going to start on pole because of the green version. So you better watch out for him starting on pole position today as well, Sergio.
Exactly. The draw yesterday that was made, there is a draw after the first race on Saturday, and the grading version was from 6 down. So we had we have now in the pole position. We have, let me see here, Enzo Elias, exactly. Enzo Elias, who finished 6th yesterday. So it was a great race by him. Pedro Aguiar, who finished first yesterday, will start 6th today, and then behind them it's the position that they end the race yesterday. It was Renan Pizzi, the overtake,
Bruno, Thiago
Gustavo,
Mendonça, todos os
that
fãs da
Enzo
Porsche
Elias did.
Brasil,
Renata.
os fãs de velocidade, de automobilismo. Na verdade, eu já estou no grid. Já fui mais rápida, estou aqui esperando os carros se posicionarem para bater um papo com os pilotos, conversar com quem a gente conseguir por aqui. E vou falar, gente, eu tô aqui aproveitando esse solzinho, porque tá muito frio. No sol dá uma esquentadinha, mas tá bem frio aqui em Interlagos, viu?
Yeah, Renata is saying that she's waiting for the drivers to put their cars on the grid. And like I said, Sergio, it may be sunshine, but it's very cold in Interlagos this Sunday.
Yes, Enzo Elias, who is starting first after yesterday, he's 6th in the championship. He's 4 points behind Pedro Aguiar. Today's race gives less points to the drivers, 2 less points than the first race on Saturday. So this Saturday winner got 22 points. The winner of today's race will get 20 points. So it's not a lot, but it makes some difference. While we see Rodrigo Melo, who yesterday he finished in 11th, and that's the position he will start the race today. Rodrigo Melo, who also battles for the championship, and right now he is in the 15th position in the championship. So another expectation we have, Gustavo, that's Franco Giaffoni.
Ivan.
He has 48 points in the Carreira Sport. He is in the same points as Lucas Salles. So they both are leading the Carreira Sport Championship. And another issue that we have to talk, let's see.
Bem que esse carro
first,
podia
Renata,
ser meu, eu gostei
can we
da
talk
cor,
about
viu?
that?
Seguinte, Ivan Bruno e Thiago Mendonça, a gente sabe que os fãs, que são fãs, eles querem estar aqui, querem conferir os bastidores, eles querem estar próximo dos pilotos, eles querem saber tudo o que está acontecendo. E agora isso vai ser possível. Então eu chamei o Rodrigo Melo para explicar pra gente que lá no começo da temporada a gente mostrou o layout do carro, a gente falou que teria novidades, mas agora é real e foi lançado ontem a questão da compra das NFTs, certo? Isso vai aproximar o público, conta tudo pra gente.
Exato, a NFT na verdade é só o título que vai dar o direito pro fã a viver comigo, com a Porsche Cup, tudo do que eu vivo aqui. Então, assim, na verdade eu tive essa ideia por momentos como o de ontem, que a gente viu aqui lotado, o pessoal querendo tirar foto, querendo participar, querendo estar junto. Eu já fui essa pessoa do outro lado e eu percebi que eu precisava unir diretamente o fã com o ídolo ou com o esporte, etc. E foi daí que surgiu a ideia. Então, basicamente, você tendo uma NFT que está disponível, estão acabando, inclusive, é melhor acessar lá no rmelo29.com.br, você vai poder ter diversas experiências.
São muitos benefícios.
Muitos benefícios. Então, por exemplo, você vai vir aqui no camarote na última etapa do ano, vai estar ali, aqui dentro do paddock, poder ver o carro de perto.
Fala só os principais pra galera acessar lá.
Vai participar, vai concorrer a credencial para ver o Grande Prêmio da Fórmula 1 no camarote da Porsche. Vai concorrer a ganhar a volta rápida comigo. Vai participar de lives exclusivas técnicas, discutindo toda a minha preparação. Vai poder participar de um campeonato virtual, que o ganhador vai ganhar uma clínica para correr de Porsche Cup.
É muita coisa.
Mais uma clínica de kart com o Rubinho Carrapatoso, que foi campeão mundial de kart. Putz, tem mais um monte de benefício, um monte de coisa, um óculos de realidade aumentada, um monte de coisa. Então, eu acho que vale muito a pena. A ideia é justamente trazer o fã para dentro dessa vida aqui, que é maravilhosa, e eu quero compartilhar isso com todo mundo.
É isso aí. Obrigada, Rodrigo Melo. Entrem lá nos stories que eu deixei o link para vocês acessarem também. Ivan, com vocês aí.
Yes, Sergio, and Ricardo Melo, he's saying that now the Porsche Carrera Cup fans, they can access NFTs. So he's giving, he said that there will be a lot of events and promotions, like being in the press box for the Formula 1 race here in Interlagos, being on a quick lap inside a Porsche Cup car. And he said that if you access his website, rmelo29.com.br, or if you go into the stories of Porsche Cup Brazil, you can have more info on the NFT, Sergio.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That's a very modern concept that Rodrigo Melo is putting to the fans, so they can at the same time collaborate as sponsors, and also they can get some very nice benefits. One of the benefits, it was really cool, Gustavo, it was to be able to participate in a clinic driving these Porsches, which something, you know, I'm sure every fan dreams of. There we see some images of yesterday's race. We saw Christian Hum, and then this is the battle for third position right at the start of the race between Miguel Paludo and Marcel Miller. And Enzo Elias was really having a great race. That's one of the incidents that happened. It involved Bruno Campos, got a touch there. And that was a really great race, as you said, Gustavo, as we see some of the great moments of yesterday. That was Vern Neugebauer advancing. He came from the very end of the grid to finish 9th. And there we saw that's João Barbosa being overtaken. And that's the pass you mentioned, Gustavo. That was Enzo Elias getting the 6th position from Renan Pizzi. And that was actually the overtake that ended up giving Enzo Elias pole position for the race today, Gustavo, because if he had finished 7th, he would have started 7th. And at the very end, we saw the heartbreaking problem for Christian Ham with Pedro Aguiar getting the victory, followed by Marçal Miller, and then Miguel Paludo. Christian Ham was able to save the 4th position, Gustavo. That was what happened in the race yesterday.
Yes, Sergeant, like we mentioned, a very eventful race, one of the most exciting races I have ever seen in my life in Porsche Cup. And Pedro Aguiar ended up winning.
Ivan?
And today, let's
Tem
hear
uma
Renato.
brechinha pra gente conversar com ele, que é aniversariante do dia. Dá uma olhada nessa equipe inteira aqui. A namorada, que inclusive é dia dos namorados. Todo mundo fazendo uma homenagem pro Christian Ham, que tá completando 24 anos hoje. Christian, parabéns primeiro pelo seu aniversário, mas eu queria que você comentasse o que aconteceu ontem. Foi muito chato a gente ver a vitória escapando ali da sua mão por muito, muito pouco.
Foi complicado, uma corrida que estava na mão, não tinha como perder. Acho que faltando 6 voltas eu estava com uma liderança de mais de 4 segundos. Eu comecei a tirar o pé já, na verdade só até me ajudou no final. Daí faltando umas 3 voltas começou a aparecer um alarme no carro. Eu até achei que era outra coisa na hora, mas daí o carro começou a falhar nas retas. E daí eu sabia que estava com um problemão na mão, tentei de tudo dentro do carro, desligar, ligar, achei que era eletrônico, mas nada funcionou. Era um problema na bomba de combustível mesmo, no filtro de combustível, alguma coisa que soltou aí entupiu as linhas e o carro nas partes mais de alta começava a falhar, principalmente nas retas. Então a gente veio perdendo potência, perdendo muito tempo, né, em relação aos adversários. Eles acabaram passando aqui, faltando poucos metros para a linha de chegada, para a bandeira quadriculada. Uma situação que eu nunca tinha passado antes, estava com uma liderança assim muito grande, né, uma coisa de sprint e mesmo assim escapou a vitória, mas ainda consegui salvar um 4º lugar. Estou contente com isso, né? O campeonato a gente ainda está lá na briga. E se eu não tivesse começado a tirar o pé algumas voltas antes, eu ia ter aberto mais uma volta, então possivelmente ia ter nessa volta a mais que eu ia dar o carro dando falha, eu ia perder muitas mais posições. Então, final ajudou.
E hoje é um novo dia, seu aniversário, a cabeça tá zerada para hoje, para essa corrida.
Sim, sem dúvida, eu vou para cima, do mesmo jeito que eu fui ontem, sem ter ninguém na frente. Vou fazer tudo do jeito que eu estava fazendo ontem, a gente sabe que a gente tem a velocidade. Vamos batalhar aí pela vitória, estamos largando de 3º, né? Tem alguns oponentes aqui do campeonato largando aqui do lado e atrás. A gente vai tentar chegar na frente deles e se manter vivo aí no campeonato.
Obrigada, Cris. Agora também vai comemorar seu aniversário, fazendo o que gosta, o dia dos namorados com a namorada. É isso aí, obrigada.
Obrigado, Renatinho.
Com você, Ivan.
Yeah, and Christian Hunt talking about yesterday's race, he said it was complicated. The race was in his hand, and he started to he noticed something was weird in the car. He saw an alarm sounding off inside the car. He started to lift and coast a little bit there, but with 3 laps to go, this alarm came off, and the car was failing, wasn't able to get speed on the straights. He said he had never been through this before, but he still was able to manage to save a 4th position. And today he will be starting 3rd in the grid, so he has a shot of probably making a good result for the championship once again. And today is Christian Ham's birthday. Not the best birthday you would want, right, Sergio, after yesterday's race, but today is his 24th birthday.
Yes, it's really great for him. It was heartbreaking, as I said in the opening. He really dominated the race. He had everything. He was battling for 1st position in the championship with Marçal Miller. He was in position to get the leadership, to be the leader of the championship but then he had that problem. But that's the racing world, Gustavo. That happens all the time. Now he'll have one more chance. He'll start third. He will start right behind Enzo Elias, who is first. Alceu Feldman will be second in the grid, and Christian Hahn will start side by side with Miguel Paludo. So he'll have an opportunity today, and who knows, Gustavo, it's his birthday. He might get a victory today. Yesterday, when he least expected, he missed the opportunity. Today, it might happen otherwise.
Yes, Sergio, and if there's something that we learned yesterday is that a race isn't over until the checkered flag, so because yesterday's race was decided in the last meters. So that's what Christian Hahn must have on his mind, because a lot can happen, especially starting third. We saw the sprint challenge yesterday, Sergio. Caio Castro started 10th and won the race. So there's a lot of, in 25 minutes plus one lap, a lot of things can happen.
Yes, that was something I was going to mention because before Renata talked about the sprint challenge race yesterday, Gustavo, Ricardo Fontanari, number 17, at the end of the race, he had a penalty for a contact he had with one of the drivers, and he was disqualified. He was considered out of the race, so he will start dead last today. So there were changes yesterday because the sprint challenge, he was too aggressive at the end of the race. So that's something for the second sprint challenge race you have today. It will be the second race today after this one from Carrera Cup. But anyway, I thought it was important to mention that, Gustavo. Let's listen to the Brazilian national anthem. This is it. You just heard the Brazilian national anthem. So now we finished the ceremonies before the race. So now it's time for the drivers, Gustavo, to get into the cars and so that we can follow one more race. This race, Gustavo, will mark the end of the first half of the championship. And the next round will be at Termas de Rio Honda in Argentina. Porsche Cup Brazil just confirmed that the fourth round will be in Argentina, so we'll have once more an international race in this category, and there will be both the sprint and it will be the first endurance race for the championship. So that will happen in August. The second weekend of August, we'll have on Thursday and Friday, we'll have the both sprint races, and then on Sunday we'll have the endurance race in Argentina, Gustavo.
Yeah, it's very very nice for the Porsche Cup to being back in the international soil, especially in Argentina, a country that makes border with Brazil and loves motor racing as well. So it would be very cool to see these machines, these 992 and the other Porsches, all trying to go as fast as they can in Termas de Rio Hondo. It's a very beautiful racetrack that hosts MotoGP in Argentina as well. So be very nice, very exciting in August, Sergio.
Exactly, and it will be Daniel Pires gave, who is the responsible for Porsche Cup in Brazil. He gave an interview yesterday talking about the importance of this race. Interlagos for the Porsche Cup C6 Bank MasterCard. This is going to be the second race this weekend, the second race of the third round, and there you see beautiful Interlagos with its 4,309 meters, 15 degrees Celsius, the temperature outside, so it's kind of chilly, and we are ready. I see already there 5 minutes to the start of the race. I am Sergio Lago, I'm here with Gustavo Faldon, and now Faldon, it's almost time for this race to start with Enzo Elias in the pole position with Alceu Feldman at his side in the beginning of the race.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go, Sergio, and drivers are surely excited this time. Most of them are already inside the car,
qual a escolha vai ser melhor.
Primeiro, você fazer parte de uma categoria que os carros são todos iguais.
A ideia de você ter todo mundo com as mesmas condições é o que faz a diferença.
Não tem igual no mundo inteiro.
O único fator que você tem realmente é você, the starting grid in the second row will have Christian Hahn and Miguel Paludo, and then we will have Sal Miller, who leads the championship fifth in the grid with Pedro Aguiar, sixth. So this will be the top 6 starting the grid with Renan Pizzi in 7th. Renan Pizzi, I want to talk about him, Gustavo. He had a great race yesterday also. He's a very good driver. He's been improving his driving skills lately, and it's a driver we might eventually see battling for the first position for wins in the Carrera Cup.
Com um safety car no meio para juntar o pelotão.
Vai ser uma disputa que eu acho que a gente nunca viu em nenhuma corrida aqui no Brasil ou talvez no mundo.
Olha você vendo ali, Attila Abreu, Guilherme Salas, lado a lado, quase trocando tinta, luzes vermelhas apagadas. Quem tem o toque sai na primeira posição de maneira espetacular é Gabriel Casagrande. Teve toque lá atrás.
Olha o pega, tá
Olha o Zonta partindo pra cima. Ricardo Maurício colocou por dentro, vem para tomar a terceira posição, vem para ser o terceiro colocado, Ricardo Maurício. Entrou o safety car agora na pista. Aí a briga, Attila Abreu, olha só como o Rubinho vem, ameaçou, colocou por dentro, faz a ultrapassagem, Attila tenta o X, o Rubens Barrichello para tomar a terceira posição. O Ricardo Maurício vem para vencer, vem para a vitória na Corrida das Estrelas, vem para vencer o All-Star Race, para a glória, para a vitória, Ricardo Maurício. Vence a Corrida das Estrelas, Ricardo Maurício.
Essa foi a nossa All-Star.
We saw there, Sergio, the All-Star race last year. There was a preview for the Formula One race here at Interlagos with many great names.
Bom dia, Ivan Bruno, Thiago Mendonça, chegou o dia da premiação. O prêmio tá aqui. Dudu Azevedo, Ricardo Maurício vão desencapar agora. Vamos lá, meninos. Olha aí, uma premiação da Porsche Brasil com a Porsche Cup Brasil. Nada mais, nada menos que um 718 Spider. Olha só. Não, maravilhoso. Dudu, dá pra dizer que é o melhor prêmio do automobilismo brasileiro?
Eu acho que do ano passado, sem dúvida, né, Rê? E queria agradecer ao meu parceiro, Ricardinho, que pilotou muito naquele dia, a Porsche, ao Denner por essa iniciativa que foi, sim, impagável. Quer dizer que eu estou muito feliz por ganhar esse prêmio e vou levar para casa agora com todo carinho.
Uma palavra, Ricardinho.
Não, foi fantástico, maravilhoso. Obrigado, Denner, Porsche Cup, Porsche Brasil. Foi realmente sensacional aí esse feito.
É isso aí. Tem mais detalhes do carro aqui que vocês estão conferindo também.
Você vai até com máscara o carro.
Sensacional. Olha o nome deles ali. Com você, Ivan.
Yeah, and Dudu Azevedo and Ricardo Maurício, who won the All-Star race here, as a prize, they won this beautiful Porsche, which they now will share and are inside of it. So as a prize for winning the race here at Interlagos, the All-Star race before the Formula One Grand Prix here, they won this Porsche Spider, beautiful Porsche.
Well, it's an incredible prize, Gustavo. I'm sure there are other prizes that money-wise they might be more than this Porsche, but it's a very top prize, and I'm sure in Brazil is a top prize for any driver, for anybody. So it was incredible this, and they were really happy to get the prize. The race happened last year, and they are winning now. They are getting at their hands this incredible prize, Gustavo. There you see the pole position for the second race. That's Enzo Elias. Enzo Elias, who has been doing a great job this year, last year as well. He was runner-up in the championship in 2020. Last year he wasn't that good, but Enzo Elias is one of the top young guns in this category, Gustavo, and it's a driver that has a bright future ahead of him.
For sure, Sergio. He always provides us with some great racing. He's very aggressive. He ended up being fortunate at the beginning of the year in round one in Goiânia. In the first race, he was riding second, trying to go for first. And then he ended up having a puncture. That's why he he lost so many precious points there, but he's a great driver.
Yeah, Ricardo Maurício, who is driving, who won the race with Edu Azevedo, he was 3 times champions in the Brazilian stock car. He won many Porsche races as well. When there are 2 drivers, and there we see the starting grid. Enzo Elias pole position, Alceu Feldman at his side. Then we have Christian Hahn in third, Miguel Paludo. Third row, Marçal Miller and Pedro Aguiar. Aguiar, who won the race on Saturday. Renan Pizzi and Roman Zinkiewicz sharing the 4th row. Behind them, Werner Neugebauer and Lineu Pires. Then on the 11th row, we have Rodrigo Melo and Franco Giafoni. After we have Marcelo Ham and Georgios Frangoulis. 15th, we have Lucas Salles at his side, Bruno Campos. Then João Barbosa and Edu Guedes. 17th and 18th. 10th row, Nelson Monteiro and Eduardo Menossi. Behind them, Francisco Horta and Paulo Souza. And then the last row has Gustavo Farah and Leo Sanchez. This is the starting grid, Gustavo, for this race. While we see the pace car, the safety car, they are ahead, leading the pack. We are about to have the beginning of the second race of the 3rd round of Porsche Cup C6 MasterCard, Bank MasterCard. This in beautiful Interlagos. That's Denner Pires, who is the organizer of all this show. Everything is ready for the starts. The cars are aligned. Enzo Elias on your right side, and then Alceu Feldman. It's the green Porsche. Green, green, green. We start the race in Interlagos. We start the race in Interlagos. Enzo Elias comes here. Christian, a big accident behind him. A big accident behind them involving at least 3 cars. Enzo Elias keeps the lead. Alceu Feldman falls to 4th position. Miguel Paludo also loses some position. Christian Ham is second. Incredible start for Christian Ham, who is second. Marçal Miller is third. Marçal Miller also had an incredible start. Then we see a battle there between Werner Neugebauer and Renan Pizzi, and Miguel Paludo is behind them, Gustavo. What a start and what an accident right there at the main street. Miguel Paludo, the touch, Werner Neugebauer and Renan Pizzi go out. Werner Neugebauer spins there, and Enzo Elias is ahead with Marçal Miller all the way behind Christian Ham, and the safety car comes. That was inevitable. What a start of this race, Gustavo Faldon.
Yeah, unlike yesterday, Sergio, because yesterday, because of the rain and the wet weather, you see there, Attila Abreu, because of the rain and the wet weather, we had a rolling start, but the drivers weren't side by side making rolls, they were behind each other. And today, much closer. What surprised me was an accident on the main straight. It's very tough and complicated when you're in a rolling start side by side so close, because if the driver ahead of you steps on the brake or doesn't go full throttle, and you go full throttle, you have a very short reaction time. Let's see here if we can catch the accident. Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, there was a touch. Probably Leo Sanchez, which is this car that is spinning there, number 17. He probably got a touch from behind or something like that, because it was really, really bad, this start. And Guedes was also involved.
Yeah, I think Chico Horta as well. Yeah, so very, very, very tough. Very tough accident at first. And great start also by Christian Hahn, already in second. And we're going to have safety. Yeah, I think that Chico Horta tried to go for the right side here, and he ended up touching. I think it was Edu Guedes, and then all went down here from there. And what a weekend for Leo Sanchez. I mean, he had 2 accidents yesterday. Let's see here if we can get something from this angle. I'm not
No,
sure
I
because
don't.
it was
This is ahead.
further
This is
behind.
this is ahead of the accident.
Yeah. Another great start also from Miguel Paludo, Sergio.
No, it was really bad start. These images from Roman Zinkiewicz.
Yeah, and the drivers are in the pits because you can't go through that main straight. Let's see here again. Renan Pizzi and
Yeah,
Werner
that's Miguel
Neugebauer.
Paludo. I'm not sure if it was his fault, but we saw Neugebauer and Pizzi. Neugebauer is car number 8 spinning, is the one car that goes spinning out of the track. Renan Pizzi is able to hit the brakes. He slows himself a little bit and he's able to survive, although losing some positions. And there we see the safety car. So far it's not a red flag. And this, look at the conditions of the track. It's really bad with the car of the Leo Sanchez. It was a terrible accident, but fortunately it seems everybody is okay. And you said it would be hard not to see as many action as yesterday, Gustavo.
Yeah,
and we
we
already
did.
at the very beginning we were seeing lots of action. Although I know what you mean, because yesterday that overtake that Enzo Elias had over Renan Pizzi, that was incredible. It was one of the most beautiful overtakes we've seen really in Porsche Cup in Interlagos. At
Yeah,
Interlagos.
and Sergio, the old saying says that you don't win a race in the first turn, but you can lose it. And surely for Chico Horta, Neugebauer, Edu Guedes, and Leo Sanchez, they ended up losing even before the first turn. You see there the safety car leading all the cars back to the pits because it's gonna take a while, Sergio, because they have to get all the cars from there, and there's probably some oil that the cars dropped there, so it will be a while. And Enzo Elias should be happy with that because he's holding first position. Let's see here. You see that Miguel Paludo, Renan Pizzi, and Neugebauer on Jim Kiewicz's on board. I'm not sure if there was anybody to blame here. I think it was a racing incident, Sergio. From this angle, I mean,
Yes, I
it was a
agree.
racing incident.
Yes, I agree with you. At first, I thought Miguel Paludo had a touch there, but the thing is that Werner Neugebauer and Renan Pizzi were side by side battling for position. So they got a little bit slower in that battle. And see, the incident in the start of the race is going to be investigated after the race. It's not the incident that we were looking, but the accident really at the main straight that's going to be investigated. But it was really a great start, and great start by Christian Ham. He has Marcel Miller behind him. Marcel Miller also had a really great start. He jumped from 5th to 3rd, so it was really important for him. And Miguel Paludo currently sits 5th, so that's exactly where he started. Pedro Aguiar lost a couple of positions, Gustavo. He started in 6th, he was the winner yesterday. He started 6th with the inversion of the grid, and he currently is in 8th, so he lost 2 positions with Roman Zinkiewicz appearing in the 6th position. Zinkiewicz, who started in 8th, so he got 2 positions as well. And that was saying they were saying exactly there also that it's under investigation, the incident between Werner Neugebauer and the car that was at his side, which was Renan Pizzi. Renan Pizzi is currently in 16th. He lost lots of positions. So Gustavo, time is running out. We already 8 minutes of racing. We are still under safety car.
Yeah, and you see the drivers are already out of their cars. I don't know why. Maybe the race directors wouldn't put out a red flag, but the drivers are already coming out of the pit lane. So this might be an indication that the return is very, very close, Sergio.
Yeah, let's hope that all is cleaned up. We should have at least 10 more, 12 more minutes, maybe two more laps. We are able to start this race. We see there Enzo Elias coming first, then Christian Hahn, who is commemorating his birthday. He wants a victory there. Then Marcel Miller, and in fourth we see Alceu Feldman. Alceu Feldman, who started in the first row, he also didn't have a good start, Gustavo, and I believe that's what caused the problem also for Miguel Paludo and Pedro Aguiar, because Alceu Feldman started on the outside of the first row. Behind him it was Miguel Paludo, and behind Miguel Paludo it was Pedro Aguiar. So both Miguel Paludo and Pedro Aguiar end up having problems, and now we have a red flag. We have a red flag. It should be there, at least in the live time here. Yeah, that's the red flag. So that was a very good decision, because it might take a little bit of a time to fix this problem, Gustavo, and it wouldn't make sense to go till the end of the race with this yellow flag.
You see there, although the birthday boy Christian Hahn, who is riding second, trying to win since yesterday. The win fell off his fingertips in the very last meters before the checkered flag. So hopefully he can celebrate his birthday today, his 24th birthday, with a little bit more of luck.
So it's red flag in Interlagos for the second Carrera Cup of the third round. We see already there are no cars there in the main straight, but there has to be some cleanup there, Gustavo, because there is oil there. It's very tricky conditions for the drivers, so it might take a few more minutes while we see the image from Roman Zinkiewicz, who is in the 6th place. So there will be another opportunity for the drivers, and also a great opportunity for Christian Hahn. We see out of the race Léo Sanches, Edu Guedes, and Werner Neubauer is also showing out of the race. So apparently, Gustavo, in that accident in the first, in the main straight, only Edu Guedes and Léo Sanches really were out of the race after that accident. All the other cars were able to continue in the battle for the win here in this race. We see the onboard camera of Giorgio Frangoulis. Giorgio Frangoulis, who is in 11th. He started the race in 14th. So we have a red flag in Interlagos. After this race, we'll have a sprint challenge race. It was a very eventful race yesterday. Safety car came 3 times, and we were able to see an incredible race by Caio Castro, who got the pole position, then started in 10th because his best time was disallowed, and he started 10th, and he ended up winning the race. A good sign there, Gustavo, is that the drivers are all inside their car, so that means this red flag shouldn't last that long, while we see again what happened in the very beginning of the race. A very, very strong hit, and we have yellow flag again. So we have yellow flag again, Gustavo, so drivers will start and resume running on the track, so that's also very, very good news.
And once the track is clean out of cars, you know, once they remove the cars, it's doesn't take that long for the race to get a restart. But we already had a lot of time being counted on without any real racing. So Enzo Elias he probably should be a little bit nervous inside his car because the clock is literally stopped, but he also must be a little bit relieved because it's a little bit more time for him to be in first position. And let's hope for a better restart than we had this time.
Yes, that would be also a great opportunity for Miguel Paludo. Well, we see again the image from the car of Roman Zinkiewicz, because Miguel Paludo, with that incident between number 8 Vernon Neugebauer and Renan Pizzi, he got 2 positions there that were exactly the 2 positions he lost at the start of the race. And the cars are still there. I have a yellow flag here in my live timing, Gustavo, but apparently the cars are still stopped there at the grid waiting for the authorization to go back to the track. There we see again. What a hit by Edu Guedes as well.
Yeah.
But most impressive was the one by Leo Sanchez in the Porsche number 17, the bluish Porsche.
Yeah, and hopefully I believe that the drivers are all well. No physical problems or anything. Because it's pure concrete there, so it's in the main straight and there's only concrete. There are no barriers or anything to soften the hit. But as we've seen there, hopefully they are okay.
Yes. And again, we are under red flag. I said yellow flag. Oh no, now we have a yellow flag. Now we are with live images and we see the cars leaving the pits. So soon we'll have the restart of the race. We see Francisco Horta there, who is dead last. He was involved in the accident.
Great job by his team because he had a little bit of damage in the car and it seems like he's going back there. We saw a lot of tape there in the car. So as we say here in Brazil, you turn yourself in 30, right, Sergio? We see that a lot in NASCAR as well and other Brazilian motorsport. That if the car can ride, you know, if the carcass of the car has an issue and you can fix it with some tape, go for it.
We have Enzo Elias leading the race. Then we have Christian Ham in second, Marçal Miller in third, Alceu Feldman fourth, Miguel Paludo, Roman Zinkiewicz, Franco Giaffoni, Pedro Aguiar, Rodrigo Melo, and Marcelo Ham as they prepare to restart. So we'll have green flag again, and it's green, green, green. Look at Christian Ham right behind Enzo Elias as they will get the green flag, and it's going to be now. It's going to be now. No, not yet. Sorry. I thought they were going to give the green flag. It all looked like that, Gustavo, but I think there are a few cars coming from behind and they're going to wait one more lap. But they had everything ready there. You saw all the cars one behind the other, ready for the green flag. But again, it was a good decision because there are too many cars like these cars you see there that were way behind.
Yeah, it seemed like the drivers were in formation to go for the green flag. But we might have probably 1 or 2 more laps still with safety cars so that the last drivers on the grid can catch up there.
You are watching the second race of the third round of Porsche Cup C6 MasterCard Bank. The track is being cleaned for the restart.
See there, Paulo
And there-
Souza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you see the reason why some cars got late to come back. So we're still under safety car with a little bit over 10 minutes to go. Let's see if we have the restart now of the race. Safety car is still there. And I'm very curious to see how the first three will react to the green flag, because it will be a crucial moment, Gustavo. It will be the most important moment for these drivers, as you know, that's always a very good chance for them to overtake. And now they are all getting ready again to a green flag. We see Enzo Elias, then Christian Ham, waiting for the authorization to restart the race. It will be around 9 minutes to go plus 1 lap. And now they have a goal. It's already accelerating. He's already accelerating Enzo Elias for the restart of the race. And it's green, green, green. That's again green flag. And Christian Ham comes right behind Enzo Elias. Very good start for Enzo Elias. Christian Ham right behind him with Marcel Miller in third. Then we see Alceu Feldman and Miguel Paludo. Zinkiewicz falls a little bit behind. So now we really had the restart, Gustavo. Christian Ham lost a little bit of contact with the leader Enzo Elias, and he has Marcel Miller right behind him. Look there at Franco Giaffoni with number 3. Very, very aggressive over Pedro Aguiar. Franco Giaffoni ahead of Pedro Aguiar. Pedro Aguiar is not having a great race. And behind Pedro Aguiar, we have Rodrigo Melo. This is Miguel Paludo right behind Alceu Feldman. Alceu Feldman is number 1. He won the second race at Velocità in the second round. And now he's looking forward to get a good result. He started second in this race. Was not that well in the very beginning. And look at Franco Giaffoni. Franco Giaffoni gets the position from Roman Zinkiewicz. He's doing really, really well. Franco Giaffoni. Pedro Aguiar comes behind him. There was also a touch there, Gustavo. Very good battle between these drivers. And there comes Pedro Aguiar, number 20. Also gets the position from Roman Zinkiewicz. Not a good moment for Zinkiewicz. And Rodrigo Melo is the driver coming from the inside, also trying to get... Oh, there is a touch. Pedro Aguiar and Zinkiewicz. Pedro Aguiar and Zinkiewicz touch there.
Very dangerous spot. Very dangerous spot. You see there Pedro Aguiar going backwards in a very, very dangerous spot. Hopefully no major accident there, but wow. Yeah, he ended up touching with Zinkiewicz there. That's why he lost control. That's a very dangerous maneuver right now, going backwards there.
Yeah, very good work. Let's see the view from Zinkiewicz.
Yeah, Zinkiewicz had nowhere to go. He had nowhere to go there.
Yeah, my impression, Gustavo, I don't know if you agree, is that
a lot of debris there on the track. We might get another yellow flag here, Sergio.
Oh, look at that, Rodrigo Melo. That was another incident. I was waiting to see there Rodrigo Melo involved. We have a yellow flag. Safety car. That's Rodrigo Melo, so we have the safety car. Look at that, what happened there? That was another, I believe it's another incident. Let's see
and
what happened. Anezo
with a little-
Elias still leads. That's what we know. Christian Ham still second, Marçal Miller, Alceu Feldman, and Miguel Paludo.
And with over 5 minutes to go, Sergio, it wouldn't surprise me if we finish the race here under a yellow flag.
Let's see. That was
Rodrigo
Melo, Franco Giaffoni.
Giaffoni.
Franco Giaffoni, number 3. But so far, so good, Gustavo. That's not a big deal. Lucas Salles is the driver who passes by and gets the position. Lucas Salles is now in 6. But there is a driver. There was another problem. There is a driver that went to the wall. This is Rodrigo Melo. End of the race for him.
Yeah, and the incident between Jim Kevich and Pedro Aguiar under investigation by the race directors.
We see Lucas Salles, number 70. Franco Giaffoni was able to come back. He sits currently 7th behind Lucas Salles. And we are again under safety car. And this is Pedro Aguiar, who shows at last in the race.
Yeah, and Sergio, if we indeed finish in as it stands, Marçal Miller will be leading the championship with 108 points, followed by Christian Hahn with 102, and then Alceu Feldman with 94, and Miguel Paludo with 84. So Miguel Paludo, who we are used to seeing always fighting for the championships, even though he had a race where he had no points, so that result will be discarded. But even so, he's 24 points behind the championship leader here with half of the championship left to go. So a little bit of an unusual situation for Miguel Paludo, who is regarded as one of the greatest drivers of all time in Porsche Cup
Rodrigo Melo,
history.
que chato te encontrar tão cedo aqui. Você consegue explicar pra gente o que aconteceu?
Eu estava atrás do Franco, bem perto dele, na subida do Pinheirinho, e ele abriu bem para entrar no Pico de Pato. Imaginei que ele deixou espaço, eu coloquei o carro e eu acho que ele não me viu, enfim, veio, a gente dividiu a curva e aí minha caixa de direção quebrou. Então eu tive que abandonar. Uma pena para mim, para ele, mas enfim, a gente estava rápido, estava indo para frente, mas uma pena.
Corridas são corridas, não tem jeito. Obrigada, Rodrigo.
Obrigado.
Ivan?
Yeah, Rodrigo Melo saying that he thought that he had a little bit of room there from Franco Giaffoni. We see that this incident also being investigated by the race directors. He thought he had a little bit of room. He put the nose of the car there, and he thought that Franco Giaffoni didn't see him, and his steering bar broke, and that's why he had to retire earlier today. 2 minutes to go, Sergio. Do you think we'll have maybe 1 or 2 laps there?
Maybe 1 lap, I guess. Maybe 2. I believe we'll have, because it seems that the track is clean at this point, Gustavo. It seems. Of course, we don't know exactly all the points in the track, but we might have the restart at the end of this lap. Question is if they will be able to do that before the 25 minutes. If they restart before 25 minutes, we will have 2 laps. If they start after 25 minutes have passed, then we'll have 1 lap. At least that's what should be, Gustavo, because race is 25 minutes plus 1 lap. So, but of course they have to cross the line after 25 minutes to have 1 more lap. If they cross before, so we have 1 minute. So they have to cross the line in less than a minute. I'm not sure, Gustavo.
Yeah.
It will be very tight. Oh, that's what happened. See, now that's the incident that brought the...
Yes,
that was
again.
Chico Horta. Exactly. Remember, we saw the car behind, and now we see the image, because the touch between Rodrigo Melo and Franco Giaffoni was not a cause for a yellow flag for a safety car. But now we see the real reason was that touch that Francisco Horta ended up going to the barrier and had his car destroyed. So we are ready for the restart. Green flag again, and we see Enzo Elias. Enzo Elias is going to cross the line. We should have 2 more laps. Enzo Elias first, Christian Hum behind him. Then we have Marcel Miller, Alceu Feldman, and Miguel Paludo. 2 laps, Gustavo. We'll have 2 laps. That's very good news. And Miguel Paludo is all the way behind Alceu Feldman, trying to get 4th position. And our Christian Hum goes wide, but he's able to stay on the track afterwards. Great race by Lucas Salles. Lucas Salles started 15. He's showing 6 right now. Great work by him. We see also number 33 from Bruno Campos. Bruno Campos is 12th. And Enzo Elias, Gustavo, as you said, if he has no problem, that's his race to lose, because he has a very nice difference ahead of Christian Hum.
Yeah, but like we saw yesterday, Sergio, it ain't over until the checkered flag, but Enzo Elias seems to be in control here. And not much of a racing here, but let's see if Miguel Paludo can hunt down Alceu Feldman here. Probably one of his last shots here, since we are getting the white flag when they cross the line.
Miguel Paludo running 5th behind number 1 of Alceu Feldman. It's the green car from Alceu Feldman. Oh no, Miguel Paludo is way behind Alceu Feldman at the first turn. This is the last lap. So Miguel Paludo is still going to try. He still has 1 more chance, maybe. It will come in a bit, and there comes. Wow, what a good difference by Enzo Elias. Miguel Paludo looks at Alceu Feldman, but it will be really hard, Gustavo. And we saw Marcelo Hum in 8th, Nelson Monteiro in 9th, Lineu Pires in 10th. And Enzo Elias is going for 1 more victory in his career, a very important victory for him. He has been already a runner-up for the championship. He is looking for his first title. Of course, this does not put him ahead of the competition in the championship, but it gives him an opportunity to advance. And Miguel Paludo very aggressive behind Alceu Feldman. Paludo very aggressive. This might be his last chance. He puts on one side, on the other, comes side by side, almost side by side with Alceu Feldman. And Enzo Elias is going to get the checkered flag and is going to win the race. Here comes Enzo Elias to win in Interlagos the 2nd race of the 3rd round. And Enzo Elias wins 1 more race in his career. Christian Hum is 2nd. Then we have Marcel Miller, and Alceu Feldman stays ahead of Miguel Paludo, is 4th. Miguel Paludo 5th. Franco Giafone gets the position from Lucas Salles, is 6th, with Lucas Salles in 7th. Marcelo Hum, Nelson Monteiro, and Lineu Pires. Gustavo Faldon.
Yeah, not many racing here today, Sergio, because of all the safety cars and the yellow flags. But Enzo Elias surely did a good job, especially yesterday, because he did a wonderful race yesterday. And that overtaking in up easy. Look at how sometimes you have to risk to get the reward, Sergio, because if he hadn't done that, he probably would have finished 2nd and wouldn't have won today, because that was what guaranteed him the pole. And we basically didn't have any race today, so that's why it was crucial for him today to get that overtake yesterday.
Franco Giafone, number 3, won in the sport class. This is Enzo Elias, the overall winner. Great job by him. In short, Gustavo, Enzo Elias won this race yesterday. In short,
yes. Yes.
So, and that shows the beauty of this system where a draw decides the starting grid for the second race. Because it could have been 6th, 7th, or 8th. And Enzo Elias got 6th position yesterday. And the draw said that the top 6, there will be inversion of the grid in the top 6. Had it been between the top 8, Enzo Elias would have started in 3rd. And the story might have been different. So, great work by Enzo Elias. And in the rookie class, Nelson Monteiro, we see there, car number 87 was the winner. So Franco Giafone won the sports class, and Nelson Monteiro the rookie class. He finished right ahead of Lineu Pires. Nelson Monteiro was 9th overall with Lineu Pires in 10th. Right after this race, we'll have the Sprint Challenge race. One happy man is Enzo Elias. Very young, talented driver. And Christian Ham in 2nd. We'll have to commemorate his birthday with a 2nd place, which is a good result as well, Gustavo. It's a good result to be 2nd. Of course, he wanted to be 1st. We see Enzo Elias. We see car number 3 of Franco Giafone. And then car 87 of Nelson Monteiro. The 3 winners this Sunday. Franco Giafone is the top of his car.
Parabéns,
and we are
Enzo
going
Elias.
to
Dia após o outro, né?
Renata.
Não é mesmo?
Dia após o outro, é o que a gente sempre fala, né? Toda vez que chega um dia novo é um novo começo, é uma nova história. E hoje deu.
Prova de recuperação ontem, inversão e dominou numa corrida que foi confusa hoje.
Hoje foi uma corrida complexa, pode parecer mais fácil quando tem pouca volta assim, mas é um nível de dificuldade tão alto quanto, só que para um outro lado. A relargada é sempre complicada, junta todo mundo. Eu consegui fazer 2 ótimas relargadas, o que trouxe também um conforto. E independente da quantidade de voltas, a gente mostrou o quanto que a gente era rápido com a volta mais rápida da corrida. Mostrou que tinha ritmo para levar essa independente. E eu acredito que a vitória de hoje seja muito consequência da corrida que a gente fez ontem, que na minha visão foi muito boa, e aquela ultrapassagem no final que está repercutindo legal.
Bom, agora você vai continuar correndo, mas pro pódio. Tô te esperando.
Correr pro pódio, pode deixar. Valeu, galera.
Parabéns. Ivan?
Yeah, and Enzo Elias there, he's saying that nothing like a day after the other, right, Sergio? And he's saying that every day is a new start, and today he was fortunate. It was a complex racing, even though it may sound easy because of the safety cars and lack of racing indeed. And he's saying that he had a good pace, and his victory today, like we said, Sergio, he confirmed that his victory today, he said it was a consequence of his race yesterday, and especially that overtake over Renan Pizzi.
There you see the top 10, Enzo Elias, Christian Ham, Marcel Miller, Alceu Feldman, and Miguel Paludo, all from the Carrera Cup, the main Carrera Cup. Franco Giafone, winner of the sport class, followed by Lucas Salles, and then Marcelo Ham, Nelson Monteiro, and Lineu Pires. It shows there Marcelo Ham as the winner of the rookie class. Anyway, we have Roman Zinkiewicz, Pedro Aguiar, Edu Menossi, Bruno Campos, Paulo Souza, Gustavo Fará, Rodrigo Melo, Jorge Frangulis, Francisco Horta, and Renan Pizzi. 16 drivers only finished the race, Gustavo. This is very unusual in the Porsche Cup, to 16 drivers out of 24. Usually we don't see that many incidents, accidents. Maybe 1, 2, 3 drivers at most don't finish the race, but really 8 drivers didn't finish the race this time.
Yeah, a little bit of lack of emotions, a lot of it, yellow flags and safety cars, but I think overall it was a great weekend for Carrera Cup, especially because of yesterday's race, which provided us a lot of emotions. And like Enzo Elias said, in Porsche Cup, you can never take anything for granted, Sergio, because what you do on Saturday might influence on Sunday, might influence on the championship. So all the drivers know that they have to push to their limits because they may get rewarded for this.
The team commemorating Enzo Elias' team. Very well deserved victory for car number 73. And Enzo Elias finishing first. And now we are going to get ready for the second race, where we'll have Josimar Jr. starting on the pole. There we see, oh, look at that. Alceu Feldman, you saw that? Gustavo, he flipped his hat and went straight to his head. So he's holding the trophy. Yeah, that was nice. Number 3, Marcel Miller still leads the championship. Christian Ham, and now Enzo Elias. These are the top 5 drivers for the second Carrera Cup race this weekend. The Carrera Cup race on Sunday. Nice trophy for Enzo Elias. And we now see some of the images, the very start of the race. And there you see, Gustavo, how Alceu Feldman, the green Porsche, he lost ground to the other drivers, and everybody, all the drivers that were behind him, end up losing positions as well. So that was not a good start for Alceu Feldman, and that's what happened afterwards. There you see the guy from Francisco Horta and Roman Zinkevich. Also, now we see the podium for the sports class with Franco Giaffoni, number 3, winning this race. Lucas Salles, and now Franco Giaffoni. Congratulations to Franco Giaffoni for winning the sports class race, which is a whole different championship, Gustavo. It's very important for these drivers because they have something to battle for, and it gives the trophies. It's as important as the main category for these drivers.
Yeah, and keeps everybody motivated and excited because they know they have, even though they might not be first or second or third in the overall, they can have something to fight for, and maintains the drivers all together and fighting for their personal goals.
There is Franco Giaffoni. Franco Giaffoni, who has the same sponsors as Werner Neugebauer. And there we have the podium for the rookie class. So they are commemorating as well, with Nelson Monteiro winning the rookie class. Gustavo, this race ends the first half of the championship, and it looks very well for Marcel Miller at this point. I know we still have another half, and everything that didn't happen well for the other drivers might not happen for Marcel Miller, but it looks really good for him. That's the grid for the second race. Josimar Jr. Guilherme Botura for the Sprint Challenge race, Eamon Darwich and Vina Neves in the second row. Then we have Christian Moore and Raijan Mascarello. the 4th row, we have Urubatán Jr. and Caio Castro, who won the race yesterday with the inversion of the grid, this time the top 8. Claudio Simão and Nelson Marcondes. Then Gustavo Zanon and Nasser Abultaif in the 6th row. Behind them, we will have Sangho Kim and Miguel Mariotti. Then in the 15th position, we have André Gaidzinski. At his side, we have Marcelo Tomassoni, Piero Cifali and Daniel Correia in the 9th row. Then we have Junior Dinardi and Ricardo Fontanari. Ricardo Fontanari, who was punished after yesterday's race, and Beto Posses will start dead last. Beto Posses, who didn't participate in the race yesterday, Gustavo. That's why he is starting last. He is participating in this race now, but he didn't participate in the first race yesterday on Saturday. There you see Beto Posses. Car number 117 is Guilherme Botura. Pole position is number 77, Josimar Jr. Look at Caio Castro there, going to one side, going to the other. We are waiting for the start of the race. Everybody's ready. Very, very slow, the two top cars, the two first cars. Pole position is number 77 on your right side. And then we are going to have the start of the race. Guilherme Botura is number 117. And it's green, green, green. We start the Sprint Challenge race in Interlagos. Josimar Jr. a little bit ahead of Guilherme Botura. The lights just turned off now, but the drivers were already accelerating. Look at this very start. Josimar Jr. on the inside. Guilherme Botura. Caio Castro, a great start coming from the outside. Coming from the outside, Caio Castro. Eamon Darwich turns around. We have Raijan Mascarello also going to the outside. Look what a problem for Raijan Mascarello, number 80. What a great start by Caio Castro again. He's advancing. And Josimar Jr. He stays ahead of Guilherme Botura. What a great start of the race. Gustavo Faldon, very aggressive. Caio Castro, he's fifth now, starting for 8th. And Guilherme Botura trying to get the first position from Josimar Jr. They are way ahead of competition at this point. What a start, Gustavo Faldon.
Great start by Caio Castro. Initially, Eamon Darwich and Raijan Mascarello both fighting for the championship leaders. With a bad start, they ended up hitting each other and going off the track and losing a lot of time. So the championship battle at stake here.
Josimar Jr. is taking advantage of his pole position. Great work by him. Is going to cross the line first in the first lap. This is the second race of the weekend of the third round, and Eamon Darwich is trying to recuperate after that incident with Raijan Mascarello in the very beginning. He shows 9th in the grid. Josimar Jr. crosses the line first in the first lap. Then we have Guilherme Botura, Urubatán Jr. Look at Urubatán Jr. having a great race as well. And Urubatán Jr. Gustavo was really fast yesterday. He's running 3rd right now. Behind him is Christian Moore. And then we see Caio Castro in 5th with Marcelo Tomassoni in the 6th position.
Yeah, and Caio Castro, remember yesterday that up until half of the race of the time clock.
Oh, what a problem! Nasser Abultaif, almost he got hit there. Wow, that was really, really close. And we see Christian Moore here, right behind Urubatán Jr. Josimar Jr. is holding everybody behind him. Let's see what happened, Gustavo. He went outside and then he came back. Nasser Boutaif, what a dangerous move there. And Miguel Mariotti with Porsche number 21 was able to avoid the number 99 of Nasser Boutaif. Caio Castro seems to me very, very aggressive, Gustavo, and he lost touch with the leaders because he was too much aggressive right there. He lost a little bit of the contact. Battle for first position. Guilherme Bottura is right behind Josimar Jr. He comes on the outside. Guilherme Bottura on the outside. You have the inside position at the end of the S of Senna. Josimar Jr. is able to keep the first position. Urubatán Jr. is in third. Christian Moore is at his side. Wow. Christian Moore is right there in fourth. And then comes Josimar Jr. Stays in first. No changes in the first 6 positions, but they are very close one to each other, Gustavo Faldon.
Yeah, and anything can happen there. In the fastest lap here, as we've seen, Marcelo Tomazoli 1:39.699. Sergio, anything can happen in Caio Castro, just like yesterday. He's just holding his ground. Stay there.
Look at the leader! Josimar Jr. spins and loses the lead. Let's see what happened. He might have been touched by Guilherme Bottura. Guilherme Bottura now is the leader. And we also see, how bad was that? Urubatán Jr. is now second, followed by Christian Moore. And then we have Caio Castro and Marcelo Tomassoni trying to get the position. Marcelo Tomassoni overtakes Caio Castro. Caio Castro gets back. Wow, what a battle there for the 5th position. Actually, it's for the 4th position now, because Josimar Jr. spun and lost his first position. What a start of a race, Gustavo. This is really good.
Yeah, great start. Let's see if we can see where Josimar Jr. Yeah,
by
he
himself.
Went by himself. Yeah, nobody touched him. On his own there. Surely he has to feel sorry for that. Couldn't stand the pressure. Is he on board with Guilherme Bottura?
Yeah.
Yeah, all by himself there.
And Guilherme Go ahead, Gustavo.
I was going to say that he surely thanks for that. Look at that.
That's Daniel Correia. Yeah.
Side by side.
Daniel Correia at this point ahead of Nelson Marcondes. That was the battle for the 9th position. And here we have Christian Moore right behind Urubatán Jr. Battle for 2nd. Guilherme Bottura was able to open a little bit in the 1st position. He's more than a second ahead. And look at that again, the battle. Marcelo Tomassoni gets the position from Caio Castro. Caio Castro doesn't look as sharp as he was yesterday, Gustavo.
Yeah, but yesterday he was quiet up until the last 10 minutes. All of a sudden he was in first place and he was able to maintain. So he's being very regular here, and we see that Christian Moore putting a lot of pressure on Urubatán Jr. and Guilherme Bottura sets the fastest lap, 1:39.314.
The incident at the very beginning of the race at the S turn will be investigated after the race. Another problem there. That was close again.
Very close.
Let me see Ricardo Fontanari. Let's see.
Yeah, it was not Marcondes' fault. Yeah, not Marcondes. It was Miguel Mariotti there.
Miguel Mariotti.
Straight up on on Nelson Marcondes. I think he has to be punished because Marcondes could even see him and with. I don't know if his car is in a dangerous position, but might be a situation of bringing out a yellow flag or maybe a safety car there, Sergio.
Yeah, I think they'll bring the safety car. The car can't stay there, but let's wait and see for any decision that might be taken. He's not a happy fellow, Gustavo. Nelson Marcondes. Nelson Marcondes, right?
Yes.
I think it's Nelson Marcondes. He's definitely not a happy fellow there. Yeah, we stay with green flag. So Guilherme Botura is first. Urubatán Jr. is second. Behind him is Christian Moore. This is the battle for the second position. In fourth, we have Marcelo Tomassoni. Caio Castro is fifth. And then way behind is Claudio Simão in the sixth position. Eamon Darwich, who was involved in an incident in the very first turn, lots of position, is being able to recuperate. He has that gold painted Porsche, and you see him already advancing. He's ahead of André Gaidzinski. He's in 8th position right now, Eamon Darwich.
Yeah, we saw there, Sergio, the battle for the championship lead because it was Eamon Darwich ahead of Raijan Mascarello. Raijan Mascarello is leading the championship so far with 82 points, and Eamon Darwich is second with 74. So they are fighting for a few points there to get the championship lead.
This is Urubatán Jr. on your right side trying to defend his second position against Christian Moore. Christian Moore is having a great race as well. Urubatán Jr., he finished second in the first race on Saturday. Right now he's second this race, so he's really accumulating very important points for his championship pretension. We see Eamon Darwich trying to get the position of Gaidzinski. Actually from Daniel Correia. Gaidzinski is behind him. We have Claudio Simão, then we have Daniel Correia, and then we have Eamon Darwich. Daniel Correia was able to get the position from Claudio Simão. And now we have Eamon Darwich going after Daniel Simão. Claudio Simão. So Daniel Correia right now is 6th.
And Sergio, up in front, Guilherme Botura is really flying. His last lap, 139.5. Urubatán Jr., 2.2 seconds behind him. Last lap, 140.5, because he's having to defend himself against Christian Moore. So Guilherme Botura is opening up a big gap here with under 14 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's a great race, and we already see Eamon Darwich ahead of Claudio Simão. You see Claudio Simão is Porsche number 58. There he is. So Claudio Simão is losing ground, and Eamon Darwich gets his position, and André Gaidzinski right now is behind Claudio Simão. So this will be the battle for the 8th position. Eamon Darwich started in 3rd, Gustavo. He currently runs 7th, so 6th, 7th. So he actually lost lots of ground because of that touch in the very beginning. He's behind Daniel Correia, who is 6th position. Look, too bad, going to the pits.
Raijan Mascarello.
Raijan Mascarello.
The championship leader. Wow.
12
bad
minutes
for him.
Exactly. 12 minutes to go. So we pretty much had half of the race. Race is 25 minutes plus 1 lap, a little bit less than half of the race because you have one more lap. And we still see the battle for second position. But right now it seems to me, Gustavo, that Urubatán Jr. is breathing a little bit more ahead of Christian Moore, even though, you know, this is just for now because there's so many laps to go that, you know, Christian Moore might be just giving some time to try to attack Urubatán Jr. again.
And the championship situation, Sergio, with Rajan Mascarello, without counting the discarded results, obviously, Rajan Mascarello staying at 82 points because he's just retired from the race. Eamon Darwich in 7th also is going to 82 points, but Urubatán Jr. is finishing 2nd. He's scoring 18 points more than he has. He has 68, so he's going to 86. So Urubatán Jr. is taking over the championship lead as of now. Very important result for his championship aspirations here.
Yeah, he must be aware of that. He must be very, very careful in this battle with Christian Moore. Of course, it's very important to defend his position, but he can't be involved in any incident that, you know, it's better third and second than last, I would say. And we have second, third, fourth, and fifth very close to each other, Gustavo, with Caio Castro in the 5th position. And the question, is he holding his car to the best performance close to the end? We might see that as we saw yesterday.
Yeah, and yesterday he also counted with a few accidents right in front of him, because 10 minutes to go, it's a lot of racing session. The drivers are always pushing their limits, always getting close to each other, so he might have accidents. So I think he's just waiting to see what will happen in front of him and what he might gain here. Look at
Christian Moore. Christian Moore is in position to get second position from Urubatán Jr. at the start of the straight, and Christian Moore is already second. Urubatán Jr. goes right behind him. Will try to recuperate at the very end of the straight. Side by side, Urubatán Jr. and Christian Moore. Urubatán Jr. coming on the outside. Christian Moore, Urubatán Jr. tries again, but Christian Moore is able to get second position. Great work by him, Gustavo. He was holding a little bit there. Urubatán Jr. is third, and now Marcelo Tomassoni is fourth. He also wants to get the position from Urubatán Jr. Side by side, Urubatán Jr. Oh! Marcelo Tomassoni might get 2 positions at a time, and Marcelo Tomassoni is second now. Marcelo Tomassoni second. There comes Caio Castro. Urubatán Jr. still side by side with Christian Moore. What a move by Marcelo Tomassoni, who from 4th is now second.
Yeah, and Sergio, Urubatán Jr., if he holds on to that 4th position, he will go to 82 points as well. So we might have 3 drivers leading the championship with 82 points. So very costly overtaking here for Urubatán Jr.
This is incredible. What a race, Gustavo Faldona. There is Marcelo Tomassoni waving goodbye to the other drivers. What a move. What an incredible move. With 8 minutes still to go to the end of the race, let's follow Marcelo Tomassoni.
On board, yeah. Great job by him. He went on the inside there, took advantage that the other 2 drivers ahead of him were going, testing their limits on the outside. And
Christian Moore falls to 4th position. Yes, Christian Moore lost position to Caio Castro. Urubatán Jr. right now is in 3rd. And look at Urubatán Jr. trying to hold Caio Castro. Caio Castro is improving. Goes from inside in the outside. Caio Castro is really getting better at the very end of the race.
And Urubato Jr. seems to be losing a lot of pace here, you know. He's staying behind, he's holding off his rivals there. He seems to be losing a lot of pace. Let's see here if Caio Castro can make a move.
Caio Castro side by side. It might be in the main straight. Christian Moore is there sitting in 5th, but looking at the battle ahead of him. Caio Castro is positioning himself to overtake Urubatán Jr. Oh, Caio Castro goes a little bit wide. Goes wide, Caio Castro, and he misses the position. He doesn't get position to attack Urubatán Jr. at the end of the straight, Gustavo.
Yeah, and he lost a little bit of contact there, and now he might see Christian Moore trying to attack him because he went wide in the last 2 turns there, in the junção and in the mergulho turn.
Caio Castro trying there to get the position. He lost a lot of ground now, but he still has time to recuperate, Gustavo. Guilherme Bottura is more than 6 seconds ahead of Marcelo Tomassoni. Marcelo Tomassoni was able to open a 1 second gap over Urubatán Jr. Then we have Caio Castro and Christian Moore. These are the drivers you are watching right now. These are the top 5. We see 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th running very together with Marcelo Tomassoni with a little advantage there. And then in the 6th position we have Daniel Correia, who is well behind. He's more than 5 seconds behind these drivers that we see here. Caio Castro is preparing himself for another attack, Gustavo Faldon, over Urubatán Jr.
Yeah, and with less than 5 minutes to go, you were questioning yourself, Sergio. Will he try to save all he has for the ending? He seems so. 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes to go, and here he is, Caio Castro.
Now he gets in position. He goes on the outside. Urubatán Jr. has the inside position. Not this time, Caio Castro. But it was a good try. He started really well in the straight, but Urubatán Jr. was able to defend himself. You see here, Guilherme Bottura leading the race, then Marcelo Tomassoni and Caio Castro right behind Urubatán Jr. He's going to try again. A little bit over 4 minutes to go. Best lap so far has been from Guilherme Bottura, 1 minute 39 seconds, 314.
Yeah, and that's a 6.3 gap from Bottura to Tomassoni, so seems that the race is in Bottura's hands right now, unless something very unusual, which we are in a weekend that is happening a lot of unusual things, but if Bottura can get a little bit
Look at Caio Castro, sorry, Gustavo, Caio Castro went too strong there. Oh, that was not a nice move from Caio Castro. And Daniel Correia. Daniel Correia comes there, Christian Moore, Urubatán Jr. What a crazy move there, what a crazy move. And Eamon Darwich is already getting there. Oh, he went too strong there, Caio Castro. It seemed to me, Gustavo. I don't know what was your impression.
He started braking very late. I mean, I think that the race director should punish Caio Castro because Urubatán was already turning. Caio Castro chose to brake really late there and ended up causing the accident. And now seems that Urubatán Jr. race is over. Wow. What a turn of events, Sergio, because Urubatán Jr. was at a lot of the majority of the race. He was leading the championship, and now
Caio Castro out of the race. Yeah. Caio Castro out of the race as well. Caio Castro out of the race. He's stopping his car. Wow. In a way, Gustavo, what's happened is pretty much similar to what happened yesterday. Of course, we have Guilherme Bottura leading really well. We have there Urubatán Jr. also stopped his car. Caio Castro trying to get back to the pits.
Seems like he has a puncture. Yeah, he won't be able to get to the pits because he's in the pit exit right now. So he has to go a full lap to get back to the pits. Seems something broke in his car or a puncture or something like that. Let's see here.
Yeah, that was the move before. Yeah, that's when Marcelo Tomassoni did the overtake over Urubatán Jr. and Christian Moore. That was the move of the race for me. That was the move of the race.
For sure. And a dominant performance from Guilherme Bottura here. Less than 2 minutes to go. He's quite comfortably leading here the race. We see there his family. He has a 9-second advantage to Marcelo Tomassoni.
That is Guilherme Bottura going for the win. I believe, Gustavo, he'll cross the line. We still have 2 more laps, but let's wait and see.
Eamon Darwich.
And Ricardo Fontanari, who started from 20th, and the touch happens. Eamon Darwich and Ricardo Fontanari. Fontanari was disqualified yesterday because a touch he had, and now he might be punished again. Wow.
Yeah, and Eamon Darwich was trying to go for 5th. He's fighting for the championship lead here. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's
yes, you're right.
I think it's a racing incident. They are side by side and ended up touching. I don't know.
Yeah, I even think, Gustavo, it might have been Eamon Darwich's fault.
Yeah, probably. And too bad for Eamon Darwich. It seems that nobody. Whoa!
Oh, I can't believe that.
Oh.
Now, who is that? Daniel Correia? No, it's Claudio Simão. Claudio Simão. Let's see what happened. Claudio Simão.
All by himself.
Wow. Ahead of him, he had Gustavo Zanon. And that's it for Simão. That's it for Gustavo Simão. Guilherme Bottura, last lap. Last lap for Guilherme Bottura. He's going to win the race. Great work by Guilherme Bottura. He started in 2nd. He started in the first row of the grid. Then he did pressure Josimar Jr., who spun by himself with not anybody's help. And now Guilherme Bottura. The family is there waiting for him. And nobody will take this victory from Guilherme Bottura. Gustavo, I can say that at this point. Guilherme Bottura is coming for the win. Great work by Porsche number 117. Marcelo Tomassoni will be 2nd. Daniel Correia will be 3rd at this point if nothing happens. And then Christian Moore and Ricardo Fontanari starting from 20th is 5th at this point. Guilherme Bottura, all the eyes are on him. He's going for the main straight. He's going to get the checkered flag. Guilherme Bottura, great work in Interlagos. He's going to get the win. This weekend, the 2nd race for the Sprint Challenge, and wins Guilherme Bottura. Great work. Way ahead of Marcelo Tomassoni, who probably will finish 2nd, who shall finish 2nd, and Daniel Correia is coming in 3rd. A perfect race for Guilherme Bottura, Gustavo Faldon.
Yeah, perfect race. He had a very good start and just completely dominated from there on. So he wasn't threatened basically all race long. Had a really fast pace and dominated the race here this Sunday at Interlagos.
Josimar Jr., who started in the pole, finished 8th. Gustavo Zanon was the best rookie driver. Great work by Gustavo Zanon. He finished 9th overall. And Guilherme Bottura was also the winner for the sport class. So, was overall winner and sports class winner, with Marcelo Tomassoni in second, Daniel Correia in third, Christian Moore, Ricardo Fontanari, André Gaizinski, Eamon Darwich, Josimar Jr. and Gustavo Zanon. This race was really good, Gustavo.
Yeah, really good. The sprint challenge, like the name itself says, Sergio, it always brings a lot of challenges and and great racing. The drivers are always aggressive. You can never tell what's going to happen. Even though we had the dominant performance from Bottura, who won the race, we still had a lot of fights on the middle pack and on the podium places here.
We see this aerial image of Interlagos. For me, Gustavo, one of the most beautiful circuits in the world. It's an old style circuit, and it's really nice, with change of elevation, different turns, a nice main straight. It's a really cool circuit, I believe, and I still think it's the best circuit in Brazil, Gustavo. I don't know your impressions.
Yeah, for sure it is. It is the home of Formula One in Brazil for more than 30 consecutive years, and it was also in the 70s. And we are glad that the Formula One will stay here in Interlagos for a long time. And unfortunately, today the top motorsport category like Formula One is seeking a lot of going to Asia and street circuits without any history. And Interlagos, like many other circuits, has history. You walk into Interlagos and you say, wow, Fittipaldi, Senna, Hamilton, Schumacher, so many great drivers won here. So it's very nice that Porsche Cup also has Interlagos as its home last year, Renata.
Então tô especialmente feliz. Foi demais, corrida perfeita.
Pra quem você dedica?
Vou dedicar pra Grazi, cadê ela? Tá aqui.
Bom dia dos namorados.
Dia dos namorados só tem que ser pra ela.
Valeu, Guilherme, parabéns. Ivan?
Yeah, and Bottura saying it's a perfect day, perfect race. And he dedicated his win to his girlfriend. We remember everybody that this Sunday we are celebrating here in Brazil Valentine's Day, Sergio. That's why there's a lot of love in the track today.
That's it. Guilherme Bottura, twice winner in the sprint challenge. He wins the sport class, he wins the overall. Gustavo Zanon was the winner for the rookie class, and we see there the final results for this race. Bottura, Tomassoni, Daniel Correia, great race by Daniel Correia. He started in 19th, Gustavo. Christian Moore, Ricardo Fontanari, then André Gaizinski, Eamon Darwich, Josimar Jr., Gustavo Zanon, and Sang Ho Kim, two rookies in the top 10. That's always nice to see. Then Miguel Mariotti, Nasser Abultaif, Júnior Dinardi, Piero Cifali, Cláudio Simão, Caio Castro, Urubatã Júnior, Beto Posses, Raijan Mascarello, Nelson Marcondes. These were the top 10 drivers in this race. As we see some of the moments, we see there Josimar Jr., the white Porsche, keeping his first position in the very beginning. That was the touch that Eamon Darwich received right at the beginning of the race that made him go two behind. He ended up finishing 7th overall. Urubatã Jr., you see there number 1, followed by Christian Moore and Caio Castro. That was a battle for the first position. Josimar Jr. was able to survive this battle in the very beginning, but he ended up spinning by himself, and that's when Guilherme Bottura got the lead. That was the touch between Ricardo Fontanari and Eamon Darwich. Ricardo Fontanari losing many positions there. And that's Guilherme Bottura. Winner of the race at this point with Urubatán Jr. in second, Christian Moore right behind him. At this point, these were first, second, and third. Christian Moore also had a great race. Claudio Simão, number 58. And now we see the podium here, Gustavo. We might not forget, next races will happen in Rio Hondo, Termas do Rio Hondo in Argentina. So there will be the next race that we'll have in the 11th and 12th of August, which will be Thursday and Friday, Gustavo, because then on Sunday the 14th of August, we'll have the first endurance race of this 2022 Carrera Cup Porsche Carrera Mastercard C6 Mastercard Bank. We're still waiting for the podium to be complete. Marcelo Tomassoni is not there. We have number 1 there, Guilherme Bottura. Then 3 is Daniel Correia. Third place was Daniel Correia. Fourth place was Christian Moore. And then fifth place, Ricardo Fontanari. Okay, now we have Marcelo Tomassoni, and we are ready for the podium of this race. Excellent victory for Guilherme Bottura. And Gustavo, were you able to see the situation of the championship after this race? I think we lost Gustavo. That's Guilherme Bottura. Again, we have the images. And he arrives there to commemorate a race full of events like it happened yesterday, Sprint Challenge, showing that's a very competitive category. Bottura also winning the sports class. This is the commemoration for the sports class. Second was André Gaidzinski. Then third was Josimar Jr. Josimar Jr., who is not really happy. He started first, he was pole position and ended up finishing in 8th. So it was not really a great moment for him. And we see 5th place Sang Joaquim, who competes in the rookie class. 4th place was Gustavo Zanon, there for the sports class, because the rookie class drivers compete together with the sport class guys and the battle for winning the sport championship. So it showed there these four. And this again, the winner for the sport class, Guilherme Bottura. And there we have the rookie class. The rookie class, the winner was Gustavo Zanon. Then in second we see Sang Ho Kim. Then we have Nasser Abultaif in third, Junior Dinardi in fourth, and Piero Cifali in fifth. These were the top 5 drivers for the rookie class. Sang Ho Kim raising the trophy for second place, and now Gustavo Zanon, who had a great race himself. Gustavo Zanon, who started the race in 12th position and finished in 9th. Sang Ho Kim started the race in 14th and finished in 10th, which is a great accomplishment for these drivers to finish in the top 10. So they really have a very, very good reason to be happy and commemorate. There he is, Gustavo Zanon. Don't forget, next race will be at Termas del Rio Hondo. Porsche Cup Brazil going back to international races. 11th and 12th of August 11th and 12th. We'll have the sprint race. This will be the 4th round of the sprint championship. And then we will have the endurance, the first endurance race of this season at Termas de Rio Hondo on August 14th for the Porsche Cup C6 Bank Mastercard 2022. So we will see you there, following us in Termas del Rio Hondo in August for the 4th round of the Porsche Cup C6 Bank Mastercard 2022, and then for the first endurance race of this 2022 season. Thank you very much, you all, for being here with us. My name is Sergio Lago, and in the name of Gustavo Faldon, and in the name mainly of Porsche Cup C6 Bank Mastercard Championship. Thank you very much. See you all.